Hello everyone, Daedon here again with episode 19 of my blind long play let's play of 9 hours, 9 persons, 9 doors. And we are stuck in what I'm automatically going to start calling the junk room. And if I recall correctly, we are looking for a key card. So, nothing for it, let's just go ahead and start poking around. Look, Junpei, the rust on here looks like Elvis's face. Yeah. How exciting. Elvis's face? I don't see it. Alright. Hey, look. This seems to be the reverse from the cabin map. So it'd be south, west, southeast, northeast, east, north, and then east. Hey, Junpei, isn't this a nautical table? Yeah, I feel like I've seen this before. Yoink! New material has been added to the file screen. Well, let's check that out. It's not the medical record. No. Ah, study nautical table. Be this? Nautical table from the study. It was found on the drafting table. The faded line on the right edge must be connected to the line on the left edge. Cool. Alrighty. So pretty much what we expected. A drafting table. Looks like it's been used quite a bit. Fair enough. Okay. Nothing there. The back of that huge machine. Clover says she can see Elvis's face in it. I still can't. There are piles of crap everywhere. Man, this place is a mess. It's so messy, I don't know where to start. Some of this crap looks familiar. I think a lot of these are parts of the puzzles we've solved in the other rooms. If that's true, then this room could be Zero's laboratory. Or laboratory, if you want to sound a little bit more like Dexter. Perhaps Zero would shut himself in this room to devise the machines and puzzles he'd need to see his plan come to fruition. Okay. Not gonna go any further than that, just fair enough. It's just a pile of junk. There's nothing useful here. Well, have you tried searching through the junk? There's some old computer monitors on this desk. You don't see CRT monitors that much anymore. There are a couple of monitors on the desk. I can see their screens from here. Glad you can, I can't. Gosh, this desk is really big and it feels really sturdy. Yes, it does seem pretty heavy duty. I suppose it belongs to whoever uses this room, wouldn't you say? I think these fans are for ventilation. They're probably there to circulate air. Well, yes, that is what fans tend to do. Steel cabinet with a double door. That's it? Alright. A pipe. Great. A pipe. Great. Oh, I was hoping for more. Alright. What about the light? Anything? Nope. Alright. Time to look around. Whoa, okay. Aha! We can look at the monitors. I can't take the pens. Okay, so we've got some kind of holes there for badges. But we don't need no stinking badges. A mouse. Nothing happens when I mess with it, though. It's so small. I wonder what it is. I got no idea. There are 3 monitors here. The power's on, but there's nothing on any of the screens. The keyboard. Let's just tap a few keys, see if we can wake this thing up. Damn, no dice. I want the markers, pens, whatever they are. Alright, fine, we'll look at the badges. There are 4 indentations on the desk. I wonder if I'm supposed to put something into them. Sorry folks, I have a bit of a hiccup right now. Hopefully, won't stay with me too long. That's a pipe. There's a cabinet underneath it. Oh, cabinet? Hello, cabinet. Hello, very dark cabinet. Wow. Ooh. There's a piece of paper in here. What have you found in there, Junpei? Looks like someone was working on a solution. It's got some handwriting on it, too. New material has been added to the file screen. Alright, let's check out this solution. 9-panel cross puzzle. The document says 9-panel cross puzzle, first draft on it. It was found in the filing cabinet in the small cluttered room. Since it says first draft, then presumably it was improved upon in a second draft, then its third, and so on. 9-panel cross puzzle, first draft. Base plus A. Find the sum of the numbers aligned horizontally and vertically. Do not calculate the areas that are colored in. Okay. Base. Someone is all about that base. That's right, old joke. Well, not really old. Eh, the way pop culture moves nowadays, I'll go with it. Plus A. So, in the meantime, we'll see if we can find other drafts. Okay. There's nothing in the other drawers. There's a whole buttload of drawers in this cabinet. How much is a buttload, Junpei? Okay. Wall, fan. Hello, fan. These fans must be for ventilation. I can see walls on the other side of them. There are metal bars in front of the fan openings. I don't think we can get out that way. Oh, come on. He got 7. He'll rip it up. Hello, machine. Anything over here? No? Okay. This screen is huge. Wonder why it's blue. Maybe if I touch it. Whoa. There's something on the screen now. What's this? There are 15 cells here with numbers and letters in them. Let me see that. Ah, I see. So whenever you touch a cell, the one next to it turn on or off. You just gotta use that to make the all cells on the right and the bottom green. Hey Junpei, I found this piece of paper under that thing. You wanna take a look at it? Do you think this might have something to do with the puzzle? It's a piece of paper Clover gave me. There are a bunch of numbers and letters connected by equal signs on it. Just like she said, this is probably related to the puzzles on the screen somehow. Thanks, Clover. This really helps. Hehehehe. Oh, geez, she has a crush on us, doesn't she? Okay. Alright, let's go back and try again. Anyway, it looks like I just need to make all of the cells all green. But, why do you do this to me before I can see the other paper? Huh. Okay. This is interesting. It's not really your traditional light up the boxes puzzle. Okay. Can't click those. Well, I've turned them all off. Good job, me. Okay, and I managed to turn all these on. Okay. I wonder if there's any way I can remember this. So, we've got D plus 6 plus 4 is A. So, and D plus 1 plus 9 is A. So, therefore... yeah, 10 plus D equals A. Fair enough. Actually, you know what? Do I have paper? Yes, I do have paper. Do I have pen? Yes, I have pen. because normally I'd be one to be poking around and finding more clues before attempting this, but if I've got it here, might as well write it down. So, D plus 10 equals A. Then you have 6 plus F plus B equals L, and 1 plus F plus 5 equals L. So, 6 plus F equals L, and 6 plus F plus B equals L. So therefore B equals 0? Because if 6 plus F equals L, 6 plus F plus B equals L, yeah, B equals 0. And then we got 4 plus 5 plus C equals L. So 9 plus C equals L. And 9 plus B plus C equals L. So yeah, B equals 0. Okay. So if 6 plus F equals L, and 9 plus C equals L, then therefore 6 plus F equals 9 plus C, F equals 3 plus C. You know, in some ways I really hope that kids that are just learning about stuff like this aren't watching this series, because it might be a little traumatic for them. On the other hand, I hope that they are, because, hey, this would be good practice. Okay, so we have F equals 3 plus C, D plus 10 equals A. Now, is there any way to relate A to L? Not offhand that I'm seeing. However, I've got some pretty good information here. And B equals 0. Alright, so at the moment I still need to check out the rest. But yeah, it's a good start. Do you think maybe this puzzle is an advanced version of the 9-panel cross puzzle plan 1? Before I try this again, I really should look over the instructions. Touch any of the 9 cells that aren't the all cells. When I touch a cell, the cell I touch and the ones next to it change. So I just have to touch the right cells to make the all cells all green. No, not another time. I wasn't done yet. There's an advanced version. Yeah. Let me check the file. Oh, I didn't get the extra paper? I guess I didn't get another paper. Alright, I'll come back to it anyway. I'm not yet ready to unlock them all. All. Okay. What's over here? Hello. This monitor is part of this machine. It's really dim though. It's got a map of the world on it, but I can barely see it. There's a panel on the side of the monitor that looks like it's covering something. Junpei, it looks like there's a compass on there. Ah, now I get it. What do you mean? I guess you weren't there, Clover, but I solved a puzzle like this one in the wheelhouse. I think I just need to do the same thing here. The same thing? The important part is this nautical table we just found. I just have to match up the directions on this compass with the lines on the nautical table. I used the steering wheel on the wheelhouse, but this time I think I'm going to use the wheel attached to the side here. Okay then, show me. Now! Of course. Maybe I ought to run through the instructions. This looks like it probably works the same way the steering wheel in the wheelhouse did. If I just touch the direction I want it to turn to, the compass will turn in that direction. Then I just gotta press stop when the compass is pointing where I want it to. Betting something will happen if I can do it right. Alright, let's do this. Okay. If we are assuming that we are currently in England. First we go south. I'm picturing it in my mind. So then we went to America. So we go west. And then from there we went southeast. Da, 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 da. What the? Did I miss? Let's try that again. No, I don't want to go over the instructions. Okay. So, south. And then west. And then southeast. Okay, there we go. I don't know what happened last time. Maybe I had to go at it the right way. So southeast, down to the Cape, and then northeast. Oh, I'm trying to remember now. Northeast, then I can't remember, was it north or east? I'm thinking it was north, because I'm thinking we wanted to go to Japan. And then east. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Nope. Okay, let me check the thing. Study nautical table. South, west, southeast. Oh. East, northeast. Okay. So south, west, southeast, northeast, east, northeast. Got it. Alright, well, I tried. My brain failed me. Need instructions. Okay. So, south. And west. Just blank for a second there. And southeast. Why does it do that? I clicked stop. Maybe I need to do it before. Like, I need to give it a lag time. Okay. So, can't believe this is taking me so long. South. West. Southeast? Okay, yeah. I clicked it like there, so I should give it a lag time. So southeast, northeast, then east, then north, and then east. Ah! Fire alarm! Yay, you did it, Junpei! Good boy! Who's a good boy? Ah, knock it off. Hey, we don't have time for screwing around right now. Check out the right side of the monitor. It just kind of slid open and something came out. Oh, yeah. I heard a noise, too. You know that big box in the hall by the exit? I think it made a noise. Like something unlocking, you know? A noise, huh? No, I don't know what big box in the hall by the exit. But I got a thing. Helm emblem. Oh, that's cool. I like it. A metal plate shaped like a shield. There's a symbol that looks like a steering wheel engraved on it. Okay. That was kind of nifty. There are some monitors hanging down from the ceiling here. Okay, good to know. Anything? Cables. Cables. Lights. A pipe. It's running into this box over here. A pipe. It's running into this box over here. Great, he's infected us. A steel cabinet with a double door. Alright, let's go look at this. Oh no. This looks similar. It's a sliding panel, just like the last one. Wonder if there's a play with an emblem engraved on it here. Let's see what happens when I... Whoa! Well, now we've got something on the screen at least. Huh? What is this? Oh, wait a minute. I saw something like this when I figured out that Morse code puzzle back in the communications office. Morse code? Yeah. The dots on here look like dits for Morse code. You're a ditz. There's 2 dots on the first line, 4 on the second, and 1 on the last. I'm afraid I don't understand. Well, perhaps you should give it a shot anyway. Alright, I'll try. Before I do that, though, maybe I ought to run through the instructions. If I just tap the button, it'll enter a dit. If I hold the button down, it'll enter a da. Once we enter our answer, it'll automatically determine if it was a correct answer or not. Alright, let's do this. Said 4 and then 1. But, okay. Okay, so apparently it's not that. Alright, let's give it another shot. Before I do that, though, enter doll. Okay, I mean, except I don't know what I'm going for, so let's just back up and take a look here. Steel cabinet with a double door. I'll keep on looking. There are some pieces of red paper on the middle shelf in the cabinet. There's something written on these pieces of paper. Looks like we've got 3 sheets of the stuff. New material has been added to the file screen. This is probably what we needed. Oh, hey. Morse code chart. It was found on the steel shelf in the small, cluttered room. It has a Morse code key for the letters A to I. The short mark is called DIT and made by tapping the button. The long mark is called DA and made by holding the button down. Okay. So I've got dit, da, da, dit, 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 I mean, all this good stuff. So, I mean, right now, if we go on the assumption, it said 2, 4, 1, so that'd be an I, H, E. Is that really what they want us to see? Morse code chart is found on the steel shelf in the small clutter room as Morse code key for letters J to R. There does not seem to be a pattern that determines which collections of dots and dashes are assigned to each letter. Okay. And Morse code chart 3. Morse code chart is found on the steel shelf in the small clutter room as Morse code key for the letters S to Z. Okay. So we found all those. Alright, I'm going to look at those again. So we've got 2 spaces, 4 spaces, and 1 space. So, start focusing on the 1 spaces. That could be an E, or a T. Alright, so then we've got 4, which could be a V, an X, a Y, or a Z. Or a J, or an L, or a P, or a Q. or a B, or a C, or an F, or an H. And then a 2 dot could be A, an I, an M, an N, wrong button. That's it. So first letter is A, I, M, or N. Second letter is a bunch of them. Third one is either E or T. Something I'm noticing though with the middle letter is you got H, F, C, B, Q, P, L, J, V, X, Y, Z as possibilities. Not a single one of them is a vowel. So, by that logic, the last letter almost certainly has to be E. And the first letter would probably have to be A. So you got Ace, Abe, Ape, Ale, Av if you want Avenue, Axe, stuff like that. I, you'd get Ive, maybe, but that's about it. So, the first one is almost certainly A, if he's actually trying to spell out something, and other one is almost certainly E. So it's dot dash, and ends with dot. Just working on the assumption of ace, it would be dash dot dash dot. It could be I, like A-Y-E. So, but for the moment, I'm just going to do dot dash, dash dot dash dot, and dot. So, we'll give that a shot. Alright, let's give this another shot. Before I do that, though, may I ought to run through the instructions. Oh, hey! Code sheets. I feel stupid. Dot dash dash dot dash dot and dot. No. Okay. Just to test something, I'm going to put the dash at the end and see if it saves it. So in which case it would be I don't know. Okay, and dash. Okay, so it doesn't save it at all. Alright. But what am I looking to spell? Well, let's keep going with the idea that it'd be A and end in E, so. Abe? Nope. Ape? Ah, I messed it up. Ah! Actually, that's okay. A P is... and E is dot. Nope, not ape. Ale? Sure. I could use some ale. Not ale. Axe. Not axe. Alright. I'm going back out of this for now, see if we can find some more clues. No, I don't want to give it another shot. I was just clicking to see if the board said something else. Stop it. Okay. So. No, not that. Metal shutter looks pretty sturdy. It's framed with black and yellow warning stripes. Alright, let's open it. Ah, yeah. Oh, holy shit. That says all ice. I gotta back him up on this. That is pretty damn creepy. There's a coffin in there. A coffin. A coffin. Oh man, does Seven think... Yeah, he's all pale. He's thinking the same thing I am. No way. Could this be... I'm sorry, but what's going on? It's a coffin. I wonder if there's a vampire in it. No, your brother's the vampire. Right, I guess Clover and Snake don't know the story. Man, I can't bring myself to tell them. Well, at any rate, let's have a look around. There's a metal plaque on the coffin. Snake's touching it. All ice. Ah, the two machines. Gulp. Holy shit. Man, this is serious. Ah, well, let's open it, shall we? Clover, if you could give me a hand. Okay, I got it. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Ha! No luck. It doesn't seem to be ready to open. Yeah, but it's not like it's screwed shut or something. Yes, I believe it's locked in some other way. Hey, Seven, you think you could open it up with your superhuman strength? No, What's wrong? I think I'll just pass on this one, okay? What the heck? Very well, we'll just have to give up on the coffin for now. Let's look around the room a little more, shall we? Alice sleeps in a small chamber past the Forest of Knowledge, beneath the navel of the Gigantic. Is that actually true? The coffin, it doesn't have a lock that I can see. There's a metal plaque on it that says all ice. Okay, bye! There are piles of crap everywhere. This is a pretty impressive mess. If we try and search every one of these, we're going to be at it till the cows come home. Well, that doesn't seem too bad. We won't have to go bring them in ourselves then. Ha! Don't you get smart with me, kid. How about we deal with this area later, okay, guys? Maybe we should try something more promising. Now look at that. That looks like we need to find our way out. Ooh, monitors. These monitors hang down from the ceiling. Each screen shows a room on the ship. It's not going to show me what the screens say, eh? Lock. The card reader, it says lock. I'm not going to be able to open this door until I find the card that goes to this thing. You sure? This thick metal door is blocking way out. It's locked and I can't get it to open. Alright. Let's go back over to the push-button puzzle, because at least that's just a matter of push-buttoning. I hate push-button puzzles, though. I don't like trying to light everything up. Be nice if I could figure out the pattern to this, though. Oh, yes, I did just drop my pen. Sorry. Distraction as I dropped my pen. I got a really good thing of getting that all lit up. Okay, so... So why does that make L go away and A turn on? What's the reasoning here? So, okay, why are these on? We've got a 1... Come on, I should be able to figure out this pattern. Okay. Alright, so this is, so if I click this, that turns those on and turns that off. Okay, so 10 means it's on. I have no idea what I just did. But I'm amazing. Go me! Oh wow. Okay. Sometimes pushing button works. Okay, so here was my thought process going on right before that is I noticed it up top when the D was gone and it was just 6 plus 4, the A turned on. And I knew that down the left, that 1 plus 9 happened. So I was seeing if I could just get rid of the D completely but leave the other ones on. And that would leave the A's on because they were both 10. Theoretically, that's what I was looking to test. And apparently I stumbled on the right combination of buttons. Well, don't I feel stupid. If I don't end up coming back to it again, I'm going to try to remember to just include me trying to solve that puzzle for real in the Bits and Bobs video, because stumbling upon a lucky answer like that, I don't like it. So, look for that in the Bits and Bobs video unless we come back to it at another point. You did it, Junpei. You're so smart. You seem to have done an excellent job and solved the puzzle. Just what I would have expected of you, Junpei. Hey, come on, you're embarrassing me. Whoa, whoa, don't get cocky, kid. We don't got time for that. Look at this. Check out the right edge of the control panel. The lid slid open and something came out. Cross emblem. Metal plate shaped like a shield. There's a cross engraved on it. Okay, well I guess I got that. Let's go. Figured out what you're supposed to enter here, Junpei? Looks like the word that's supposed to go here is 3 letters. It's got 3 lines, and I think each line is 1 letter. I see. Well, if that is the case, then perhaps the levelers I did that. Yeah, 2 symbols, 4 symbols, and 1 symbol respectively. After all, isn't that what you just said? 1 line has 2 spaces. Yeah, okay. I see. So in other words, I gotta enter the dots or the dashes in a set of 2, then it's, yeah, just 1. Yes, well, so it would seem. Maybe I don't... But what is the word? Dit, da... Let's do this. Yes, let's. It's either an E or a T at the end. I could do apt. And I tried ace. I'm trying to think of words that might... I mean, Cradle Pharmaceuticals you can't really put into something. Nona, nonary game, nothing. Ice! How did I not see that? Ice! And then... C. I see. It seems you have solved the puzzle, Junpei. Excellent work. The answer was ice. How did you know? All I had to do was listen to the sounds the machine made. After that, it was a trivial matter to decode them. Ah, yes. I believe I heard a noise from somewhere on the right of that device after you solved the puzzle. There was a noise from the machine? There was a noise from the machine? Is this another time where I should have clicked the freaking hint button? If it is, I am highly annoyed. But I feel even cooler because I solved it without having to listen to it. Because it was just a basic combination of letters and something that would actually mean quite a bit for this current situation. It sounded rather like something sliding open. You see anything that could make that noise? Yeah, that's true. Ah yes, one more thing. I heard a sound from behind the shutter. Perhaps the coffin is unlocked now. What? Code emblem. Metal plate shaped like a shield. It has some sort of weird pattern engraved on it. I don't know how to describe it. Considering where I found it, it's probably a code. Dot, 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 dash, dot, dash, 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 dash. Huh. Except shouldn't there be a dash there? Or a dot there? Hello, Shutter. Hey, Alice. You dead? Alright, fine, I'll open it. Okay, Junpei, you can do this. It's just a box. It's just a box. Oh, holy shit, this is a coffin. There's gonna be something horrible in there, I just know it. Okay, okay, deep breaths. Here we go. Oh man, there's nobody in there. Shit, can't believe I was scared of something like that. What do you mean, nobody? Were you expecting someone to be in there? It's a long story. Ask Junpei about it sometime. Oh? Well, just like Seven said, there's nobody in there. There is something in there, though. Well, 2 somethings, actually. What is that? I don't know. Aha! Take the key. Oh. There are 2 things on the bottom of the coffin. Looks like we've got a plate with an emblem on it, and... the Neptune key! Yes, we finally found it. Now we can get through the hallway. The hallway! I don't know where that came from. That's correct, Clover, but we do need to get out of this room first, you know? Yeah, I know. Okay, let's get the hell out of here as quickly as possible. I don't have any objections to that. I don't think we'll use the Neptune key in this room. It's really important, though, so I'll keep it in my pocket for now. As far as this other thing goes... coffin emblem. Metal plate shaped like a shield. It has a sort of crosshatch pattern on it like a waffle. The waffle pattern just looks like the lid of the coffin. Now I want waffles. Okay. I think we've got pretty much everything there. Did that, did that, did that. Did that. Yep, time to do this. Alright, I've put the emblems into the 4 indentations on the desk, but... Huh? Nothing's happening. Wait, what's Snake doing? I feel symbols engraved just above each indentation. On the upper left is a steering wheel symbol. On the upper right, the cross symbol. On the bottom left, the mysterious circle symbol. And lastly, the waffle pattern is engraved near the bottom right indentation. Additionally, each symbol seems to have been given a number. 1 steering wheel, 2 cross, 3 mysterious circle, and 4 waffle patterns. Perhaps you need to insert the emblems in this order? That order, huh? Alright, getting rid of my now useless paper. Let's just drop the emblem and the steering wheel in here. Whoa! Well, now we've got something on the monitors at least. Well, what's that? Looks like some kind of puzzle. I wonder if these are the rules. Here, I'll read them to you. When you touch a numbered area, that area will be excuse me. Woohoo! Wait, the hiccup. When you touch a numbered area, that area will be selected and will turn blue to indicate this. Touching a numbered ball after selecting an area will cause that ball to be moved to that area. However, you cannot move the red balls. You can only move 3 to 5 balls into a single area. Press the check button once you have moved all of the balls except for the red ones, which you cannot move. The digital root of the balls in an area must match the number for that area. That's it. I still don't really get it. Whatever, like they say, practice makes perfects. Practice makes prefects. Let's give it a shot. Don't you mean practice makes perfect? Hey, let's see you solve the next one. Then you can make fun of me. Fair enough. Okay, so I need to get a 6 and a 3, and I can't use the 9. Alright, that seems easy enough. So 6... thinking 15 would be a pretty easy one. Let's try... Actually, can we do 4s? That'd be what? 24, which would be pretty high, but not impossible, I don't think. So that'd be 8, 7 would be 15, 6 would be 21, and then 3 would be 24. So 8, 7, 6, 3, and then it'd be 9, 12. Yeah, that works. Aw, yeah. Okay, this is it, right? But nothing's happening. There are still 3 more indentations left empty. I imagine something will happen when they are all filled. Doesn't that seem likely? So next is the cross emblem. Okay, let's put in the emblem of the cross. Hey, Junpei, something just showed up on the screen. This puzzle sure looks a lot like the last one. Yeah, but there's more of those red balls you can't move. The numbers for each area are different, too. Looks like it's got the same rules as the last one, though. You sure you don't want to double-check that? No, I'll be fine. If I get confused, I can just look at the screen over there, right? Anyway, like they say, a picture is worth 1,000 words. Let's give it a shot. Isn't that a picture is worth 1,000 words? Hey, shut it. At least I'm trying, alright? Okay, so we've got 1 and 7, and we've only got 7 things to work with. Let's see. Well, 1 is almost certainly going to be 10. There's no real other way that you can get it. Yeah. Because anything after that, the minimum you're going to get is 2. I would think. Because you need a 1 and a 0. Yeah. So that's going to be 10. And then 7 is probably going to be 16, because 26 is just completely ridiculous. So if we do How to get to 10, though. Guess you'd have to do 2, 3, and 5. Not really any other way to do it. How does this work, then? Oh, actually, would it work? Because you got 10, 15, 25, 7. Yeah, it works. Aw, yeah. That's awesome, Junpei. There's only 2 left now. You can do it. Darn right I can. Code emblem. Okay, let's put in the emblem of the secret code. Damn, this puzzle looks a lot like the last one. Looks like the rules are the same, though. Don't you think you should double check it? No! Shut it, Clover! Come on, this is the 3rd time I've done this. It'll be fine. So this, if you can't think of anything clever, please don't strain yourself. You might hurt something. Arr, shut up. Just give me a break, alright? I'll think of something. Okay. So we are down to 3 each. And we need 7s. And with the ones that they've removed, there's no way to just get a straight 7. So we're going to need to hit 16 and 16, theoretically. So, put 8 there. And then we would need another 8, which would be a 6 and a 2. Then over here would be 12, 14. Yep, it works. Excellent work, Junpei. You've only got 1 left. I can see the light at the end of the tunnel, but not literally. I feel bad for making that joke. Let's see what happens when I put the emblem of the coffin into this indentation. This is the 4th one. This puzzle looks a lot like that last couple. I think this is probably the last one. Once we solve this puzzle, I'm sure something will happen. We'll all blow up and die. Alright, I'll solve it in no time. Except you can't. Because you gotta do between 3 and 5. For H, you'd need 17. See, this sounds, because they were already trimming it, so it sounds like it would just be, you know, an impossible thing. So, how do you beat the impossible? So 8 and 7 becomes 15, plus 9 is 24, plus 2 is 26, which works. So right, 15, 20, 26, 8. That's right. Huh? Where did that noise come from? Underneath the keyboard? Way to go, Junpei! You answered all the questions! Damn, Junpei, good job! Hey, did you hear something just now? Yes, I heard that as well. From the bottom left corner of the desk, I believe.
A picture? What the?
Hey guys, what's up? He looks a lot like Snake. Just facially.
What the hell is this?
This man with a mustache on the right.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Found murdered in the captain's quarters. He had the 0 bracelet on his left arm. And this second man with the glasses and a doctor's coat. He's the ninth man, the one with bracelet number 9. He died after he went into door 5. But this guy, the one in the striped suit?
Oh man, that's Ace.
Ace.
Yeah, I guess it is.
No doubt about it.
But what does it mean? What is Ace doing in this picture?
He kills people.
Not only Ace, the ninth man and Cap too. And they look happy, like they knew each other well. Why? How? How in the world are these 4 men connected?
You say Ace is in that picture?
Yeah, it doesn't look like it was taken recently, though. Ace, the ninth man, and Cap all look about 10 years younger.
Ah, so the ninth man and the man you found murdered in the captain's quarters are also in the picture?
Yeah.
Is there anyone else? Or are there only 3 people in the picture? I'm afraid I can't see it.
Gasp, why can't you see it?
No, there's one more guy. He's got kinda long hair, he looks smart, but a little cold. He's the only one I don't recognize.
What's the date of the photograph?
It doesn't have one.
Did you look on the back?
The back?
Who would dare write information on the back?
Yes, the reverse. The other side.
Huh.
The back, the reverse. We will cram it down your throat.
Praying for the success of the Nonary project. With Nijisaki, Kubota, and Musashido.
Huh. Then the 4 men in this picture were the organizers of the Nonary game 9 years ago. That means Ace, the ninth man, and Cap were all responsible for making it happen. But I feel like I should be more shocked about this. It's almost as if that's just how things were always supposed to be. Why? Why am I not surprised?
Because we're not surprised. And we control your mind, Junpei.
Ace was the one in charge of the Nonary project. But why? Why am I so calm? It's like I already knew.
Ah, of course. I understand now. Ace was the CEO of Cradle Pharmaceuticals. He was the one who invented the game 9 years ago. He was Gentaro Hongo.
Bum bum bum.
Ace is... Hongo?
Hongo.
I had my suspicions from the beginning. Their voices were similar. Too similar to be a coincidence. I could never forget his voice. It was the voice of the devil. I couldn't be sure, though. After all, I had no way to check. I certainly couldn't ask him. Even if I had known, however, I would never have told you. Zero made it quite clear what would have happened if I did.
Oh my gosh, I had no idea.
Huh?
I didn't know that Ace was Hongo.
Oh, yes. I suppose you wouldn't have. 9 years ago, you were in Building Q in Nevada, but Hongo was in the Gigantic with us.
I know. That's why I didn't know what Hongo looked like. But why? Why didn't you tell me? I mean, I'm your sister, right? You could have told me.
I don't know. I'm still not entirely convinced that they're brother and sister.
I'm sorry. I apologize for keeping this from you. But if I'd told you, Clover, you would have told everyone else. And if you did, then I would have been forced to tell them about what happened 9 years ago. I had to prevent that.
Hey, Junpei. You think I could borrow that picture for a sec?
No.
Sure.
Hongo Kubota Nijisaki Musashido. Hongo Kubota Nijisaki Musashido.
You got one more in ya?
Hongo Kubota Nijisaki Musashido.
Thank you.
Hey, Seven, do you...
Shut it. Just be quiet. I'm this close to remembering. This close.
How close?
Hongo Kubota Nijisaki Musashido. Cradle Pharmaceuticals. Nonary Project.
Revelation.
Shit.
I don't want to.
What?
What's wrong?
Holy shit, this is nuts.
What's nuts?
I remember.
Remember what?
Everything. Yes, totally called it.
Everything?
Yes, everything.
Yeah, Yeah, I remember all of it. My memory's back.
Woohoo!
I remember what happened before I got snatched.
What?
Let me tell you what happened.
First, the crotch ninja visited us.
Like Snake said, Ace is Hongo from the right. The other three are Musashido, Nijisaki, and Kubota. Musashido was the man with the cash. Nijisaki was Hongo's right-hand man. And Kubota developed the actual technical details of the experiments.
How do you know all this?
Come on, man, I told you, I finally got my memory back.
No, that's not what I mean. I'm trying to ask you why you knew all this stuff in the first place, before you forgot it.
You really want to know?
Yes,
Of course.
because we've heard this before.
Me too.
This is gonna take a while. Hell, it'll probably take me a good 3 days to tell you everything.
Well, we don't have 3 days.
Just give us the short version, alright?
Let me explain. Oh, there's no time. Let me sum up.
Short version, huh? Alright, fine. I'll give it a shot. No promises, though. I'm a detective. It's a little awkward to say this about myself, but you could probably consider me a lone wolf type. I hold to my own code, as I think doing what's right is more important than doing what you're told.
If you start going film noir on us, Seven, I will honestly probably pretty much appreciate it. I love film noir.
That's why I followed my gut that night. A slim lead brought me to the wharf. It was 9 years ago.
The fog was drifting in off the cape.
The wharf had been cold as fuck, and I could barely see squat.
That's pretty close.
I was investigating a mess of kidnappings, all of them children. It all had one thing in common. A history of visits to one particular hospital. A hospital under the management of Cradle Pharmaceuticals. And my investigation had turned up evidence that Cradle had been involved in the kidnappings.
Won't know what the evidence was, but hey, there was evidence.
After a little sweet talking, I managed to finally get a real lead from someone inside Cradle. My source told me this.
Tonight, a ship is set to take the children to a large passenger liner docked offshore.
So I headed to the wharf. In the shadows, I searched the harbor until I found the ship he was talking about. There was a bunch of movement near it. Men in black suits, many of them were carrying large bags.
Poke. Dude, are you on some serious drugs? Where's your iris?
The bags. There was something about the way they moved as they were carried. No doubt about it. There were human beings in those bags. I moved before I realized it. I came out of hiding with my gun already in my hand.
Don't move.
I felt metal touch the back of my head.
Drop the gun. I could kill you right now. It'd be easy to get away with it, too. Just tie an anchor to your feet, and no one would find you for a week.
Just a week? I mean, I'd hope for a little more than that.
That what you want? The fish here would love a meal.
I kept digging the cold metal thing into my skull. There was nothing I could do. I did what he said and laid my gun on the ground. Then suddenly, there was a sharp pain in my neck. A needle. A drug? That was my last thought.
I already made a joke on that.
My face hit cold concrete. I was out like a light after that. I woke up on a hard floor. Damn it. Shit, my head hurts.
How much did I drink?
I did a quick once-over of the room. Where am I? A small, shabby bed, a dirty sink, a toilet with no privacy.
But there's privacy.
I'd seen it countless times as a cop. I'm in a cell, huh? Facing the toilet was a door set into the wall. I was still pretty woozy, but I made my way over to it. I pushed and pulled on it, but... it won't open. Not like I expected much else. Would be dumb enough to put me in a cell and leave it unlocked. Threw myself against the door a few times, but it wouldn't budge. I knew it. I gave up and made my way back to the bed, and sat down.
Brr.
Huh. I sat there for a very, very long time. Who knows how long. Then, I heard a faint voice. The voice was far away. I couldn't understand what it was saying, but I could hear one. It was pretty high, probably a little kid. Huh? No, it was several. I hear 5, or 6, maybe more.
I'd probably hear more if I didn't talk to myself.
Where? Where are they coming from? I pressed my ear to the wall and tried to listen through it. No, that's not it. Left. It's coming from under the bed? I hauled on the metal frame and flipped the thing over.
Rawr!
And there it was. The bed had hidden an air vent under it. The hole in the wall was covered by a metal grate. I dropped flat on the floor and peered through the grate. I couldn't see shit.
Yeah, it was behind you in the toilet.
But I knew it in my gut. This was where those voices were coming from. Hold up. Why are there kids here? But then what my inside man told me popped into my head.
Tonight, a ship is set to take the children to a large passenger liner docked offshore.
Yes, you said this already.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Am I on that ship? It didn't matter. All I knew was I had to get to those kids. I checked out the metal grate. Could I fit? I stuck my fingers in and grabbed it. And then...
Despite being the short version,
Yeah! How do you like that, you son of a bitch?
he felt like including this.
I finally got the damn thing off. Sweat was dripping down my face, so I wiped it off and crawled inside.
Seriously, this is supposed to be the short version. We don't need the narrative details.
The first bit or so was tight. I had a wriggle on my belly. Wind up eventually, and there was space for me to crawl along on my hands and knees. I went from crawling like a worm in dirt to skittering like a bug. Couldn't say it was much better, but I'd take what I could get. And when I'd been in the thing long enough to start wondering where it'd take me...
I ended up in the furnace and died.
A massive sound nearly scared the piss out of me. It was like a heavy metal door had just been slammed shut. Then, there was a voice.
Wow, okay, it really was ending him up in the furnace.
What? I wasn't sure what it meant, but anything with incinerator is bad news. Then, almost as if that was a cue, I heard a mess of young-sounding voices. A bunch of them were straight up screaming in terror. And all the sounds together made a howl that made the hair on my neck stand straight up. Damn it! What the hell is going on here? I scrambled through the duct as fast as I could. I made a giant racket, but I didn't care at that point. I soon found a metal door on the left side of the duct. The kids were screaming on the other side. I found it. I yanked the handle and threw the door open. I almost ripped the metal off its hinges.
Rawr!
What the hell is this place? I couldn't believe what I saw. The room had a dome up top, and there had to be about 9 walls, all the same size. Up in the ceiling was an upside-down funnel, almost like a chimney. I looked down. There they were, the kids I'd been searching for.
Hi. Okay, so we've got... That would be Snake. And that would be Akane. I don't think we know the others offhand. Unless that's, I just blanked on it. Santa! Wow! Don't know why that just kind of vanished. But, yeah.
They all gawked up at me, suddenly silent, for the moment, from surprise and fear. Scared of the room or me, I couldn't tell. Probably both, actually. Not like I can blame them running into a mug like this when they're already scared shitless. I snorted at my own dig at myself and turned to the kids. Don't worry, kids, I'm not your enemy. I'm one of the good guys. All of them stood there, frozen. Well, except one. He was a boy, slightly older than the others, in a private school uniform.
Hey, Santa.
Who the hell are you?
He stepped forward and glared at me suspiciously. I'm a detective. I'm here to rescue you. It looked like they relaxed some the second I got the words out.
How are you gonna help us?
Where's the exit?
There isn't one. The doors we came in through won't open, and the door over there...
He kind of cut himself off. I think he was considering something before he changed his mind.
Anyway, there's no point. We can't all get out of here. If we don't get out of here, we're gonna be burned to death.
Burned to death?
Can't you hear it? That voice said the incinerator's gonna start up soon. So...
The voice spoke again.
Incineration will begin in 15 minutes.
They only had 15 minutes. I looked back down at the kids. Looks like a good 20 or 30 feet to the floor. No way I could pull them up. Too big of a distance for any of us to reach. What the hell was I gonna do? But then I got an idea. Wait right there. I'm gonna be right back.
What? Where is he going? Are you just gonna leave us here?
Yep. Bye.
They just got frightened again. I'm not the best at that kind of thing, but I tried to reassure them with a smile. Don't worry, all right? I'll be back, I promise. So just stay calm and wait right there. Got it? I didn't wait to hear them respond. There wasn't time. I had to hurry. Well, as fast as a guy could on his hands and knees. Didn't take me long to get back to my cell. Still no way out of there, but I had a plan. I needed something from the room. When I got it, I dove back into the hole and took off towards the incinerator. Then... Sorry to keep you waiting, guys. I tipped out the doorway and dropped down the rope I brought with me. Back in the cell, I'd torn the bed sheets into strips and tied them together to make a rope. It was sloppy, but it got the job done. All right, just tie that around yourself, okay? I'll pull you up one at a time.
Right.
Huh. Wait a sec. Something was off. There were more of you before. Where'd the rest of you go? The boy in the uniform answered.
I let them go on ahead. We opened the number 9 door and they left.
What? You're telling me you opened that door?
That's what I said.
And what the hell are you doing here?
It's definitely Santa.
We couldn't go with them.
Why not?
Look, the only people who can go through the numbered door...
He was in the middle of explaining when...
Incineration will begin in 5 minutes.
The wall shook a bit from the voice bouncing around.
Look, that can wait, all right? Just get us out of here!
Right! I grabbed onto the rope. First one I pulled on was a girl with a ponytail. Next was a girl with a red necktie. A boy in a jacket came after. He said he'd climb up on his own. The boy in the uniform was the last up. Like the other kid, he climbed up the rope himself. He looked pretty scrawny, but I guess he was stronger than he looked. He moved fast, but when he was almost to me, we heard some knocking. Everyone looked at the door. It had a thick, square window set into it. On the other side, an angry face was staring in.
God damn it! What's going on here?
That's creepy.
Why is the room empty? Where the hell are those fucking kids?
The door opened, and a man stepped in looking half mad with fury. I recognized his face. I saw him many times in photos during my investigation. The man's name was Gintaro Hongo, the CEO of Cradle Pharmaceuticals. Hongo saw the boy hanging from the rope. Yeah! It was like he was an animal. He lunged for the rope. Hurry!
I know!
The boy in the uniform booked it up the rope.
You son of a bitch! Get back here, you little shit!
15 feet. 10. The second I could reach the kid, I grabbed him. I hauled him up and tossed him into the duct behind me.
No!
Ace, you've gone fully overboard. I like it.
Hongo had lost it. His face didn't even look human. It was like the bastard pulled off his fake face. He was really a terrifying devil or some kind of damn monster. I quickly reeled in the rope, leaving a furious Hongo yelling at me from the floor.
You fucking bastard! You won't get away with this! How dare you compromise this experiment!
Compromise is not a dirty word.
Experiment? What experiment?
Incineration will begin in 1 minute.
Hey, old man! What the hell are you doing? Hurry up!
The boy in the uniform was trying to get my attention. I may have thrown a salute in the raging asshole's face before I closed the door behind me. No point to going back to the cell, so we went down the other direction instead. After about 30 feet, we came across another duct on the left. This one was heading down. Everybody nodded and took turns sliding down it. The duct emptied us out into a narrow hallway. There was a door on either side. The one on the left was a normal double door. But the one on the right was familiar. It had black and yellow stripes, and a device next to it on the wall. A plate on it read, Incinerator. Incinerator?
Yeah, that's where we were.
It was the girl with the red tie who answered me. We were inside an incinerator?
Yeah, Hongo might still be there. It looks like it's been shut off, though.
Wait, what? If he's still in there...
Yeah, that's not good.
That meant we better. We gotta get out of here. Go to the other door, hurry!
By the way,
Kids
what's your
started
name?
running, and I was close on their heels. On the other side of the door was a large spiral staircase. Run! Didn't need to tell them twice. We went up and up and up. Our feet pounding the steps, our arms pumping fast. Round, round, round. The devil was on our tail. The stairway kept going. We passed a couple of landings when the boy in the uniform suddenly spoke.
Something's up. Akane's not catching up to us.
Akane?
My kid sister. The girl with the red necktie.
Akane's Santa's sister? Oh my. That's a twist.
Akane. It's strange. I didn't remember seeing that name on the list of missing kids.
Hey! Akane!
He kept his hands around his mouth and yelled.
Nobody answered him.
Maybe we outran her.
The boy in the uniform's getting to a stop. I stopped too, and so did the other two kids. When did we do that?
Well, we passed a couple big rooms on the way here. Maybe she took a rest in one of them?
No, that's impossible.
Sorry, Grandpa. You keep going. I gotta go look for her downstairs.
He turned to go. Hey, kid, wait! God damn it, I said wait! I don't think the kid even heard me. Fuck! I spun around to the boy in the jacket and the girl with the ponytail. I'm going after him. You two keep going, all right? You got it? The girl nodded and ran up the stairs. But the boy...
I'm going with you.
I didn't have time to argue. I just nodded and took off down the stairs. I could hear him following me. We ran all the way to the bottom floor, calling for her. Akane was nowhere to be found.
God damn it, where the hell did she go?
I could tell the kid was frustrated. And then suddenly...
Help me! Somebody help me!
We heard a girl's voice.
Akane!
The boy in the uniform threw open the door and leapt into the hallway by the incinerator. We rushed in after him. I couldn't for the life of me believe what we were seeing. That bastard Hongo had Akane by the arm and was forcing her into the incinerator.
Come on, goddammit, move!
No, I don't want to! Let me go, please! Let go of me!
She planted her feet squarely on the floor and was struggling to get away. But Hongo was bigger and stronger.
I know I'm not doing a lot of commentary. Just because this is really interesting and I'm really liking the story. Hope you all are enjoying it as well. Sorry for the lack of commentary.
Akane!
Her brother roared with anger and charged toward Hongo.
Help me!
Ah! You're too late, idiot!
Like how it called her Connie.
Hongo lifted Akane bodily into the air and threw her, still fighting him, into the incinerator. Before we could even blink, Hongo had leapt through the door after her. We saw him land inside. And then, the door slammed shut. We ran to the door. We did everything we could think of to get the thing open. But...
Ah! Fuck! It's no use! The goddamn thing won't move an inch!
He started slamming his fists against the door. He was close to shattering his knuckles with how hard he pounded on it.
Akane! Akane! Are you okay?
You came back!
Her voice was muffled, but all of us could hear the sheer terror in it.
What should I do? I think I'm trapped in here!
Where's Hongo?
He went out the other door!
What?
Warning. Warning. Emergency incineration command has been acknowledged. Automatic incineration will take place in 18 minutes.
Ouch, this is going to be painful. Like, I mean, metaphorically, too. This was what I meant, because we just get to sit here and talk to her for 18 minutes.
Please evacuate the incinerator immediately. Repeat. Emergency incineration command has been acknowledged.
Are you fucking kidding me? It's the same damn thing.
Are you there?
Yeah, we're here. Just hang on, all right? We're gonna figure out a way to save you.
His words would have seemed like a sick joke to her if she'd been able to see how white and bloodless his face was right then.
Incineration will begin in 17 minutes.
Please help me!
Not knowing the bracelet numbers, I don't know if there'd be a way that they could, like, get back in and open it, but...
I'm really scared! I don't want to die, please! I don't want to die! I don't want to die!
It's gonna be all right. I'll figure something out. I promise. I promise, okay? You hear me? I promise!
It was torture listening to her sobbing on the other side of the door. Her brother was nearly crying himself. He could only stand there, fists clenched so tight his knuckles were white.
What happened then?
Come on, man. Put yourself in my shoes. It doesn't end good. You think I want to remember that?
Then...
Yeah. Shit. If I'd known it was gonna be like this, I almost wish I hadn't remembered.
Hey, are you sure?
Huh?
Look, I don't want to ask this either, but there's something I don't get. So if you could just tell me, did that girl, Akane, really...
Yeah, I'm sure. There wasn't anything we could do. After a while, the countdown ended, and we heard something... burning. The fire stopped, but we still didn't move. Me and the jacket kid were frozen. The boy in the uniform collapsed as if he couldn't hold himself up anymore. A few minutes passed. The door opened. The boy in the uniform tripped over his own feet running in. We followed, too numb to speak. The air in the incinerator was hot. Every breath made my lungs feel like they were on fire. It was like standing on hot asphalt. The air was wavering, and in the middle of the room, there it lay. The kid's legs were shaking so bad, I don't know how he managed to walk. I couldn't see his face, but his body somehow looked empty. Finally, he reached it. He fell to his knees as his legs gave out on him. And then...
Nice effect.
Can I ask you one more thing?
At least we didn't get to see her tiny, burnt body.
What's that?
The girl, Akane. What was her last name?
What does it matter to you?
Just tell me, okay? Please?
Kurashiki.
Dum bum bum. That deserved a big bum bum bum.
Her name was Akane Kurashiki.
Yeah, there we go.
You were there that day, weren't you? The tall kid in the jacket. That was you, wasn't it?
Yes, it was. You are correct, Detective. Don't misunderstand me. I told you before how Zero threatened me. There was nothing I could do. I couldn't say anything about what happened 9 years ago.
So you're saying you're not working for Zero, right?
Of course not.
Clover, what about you?
Hey, come on! You really think I'm working with Zero? I told you before, you idiot! I was in Nevada, in Building Q. I did hear that a detective rescued the kids on the boat, but I didn't know it was you.
Well, I guess I believe you. Alright, let me ask you another question. Santa's real name is Aoi Kurashiki.
Aoi.
He's Akane's brother. You know that?
No, I didn't. Did you?
Well, yes. I know Aoi Kurashiki was her brother, but I didn't know he was Santa. At least not from the beginning. 9 years ago, he was in the middle of puberty. His voice is entirely different now.
If you say so. I was listening to him do the voice acting, and it sounded pretty much like the same person, just a little higher pitched.
I'm ashamed to say that even my exceptional hearing wasn't able to make that connection. As such, I had no reason to think Santa was Aoi.
When did you figure it out?
Clover told me that Santa might have been one of the subjects of the initial experiment. It was only a short while ago, while we were leaving the library. When she told me that, I had a feeling.
Santa is Aoi?
Stop this feeling.
Akane Kurashiki, June's brother?
There's still a lot we don't know. I mean, like, a lot. But there is one thing I think we can say we know.
What's that?
The body we found in the shower room. It had to be Nijisaki, dressed up to look like Snake.
Yeah, that makes sense, because you needed to kill them off.
What?
Come on, man, what kind of detective are you? You didn't figure that out already?
Right?
Hey, go easy on me, man. I just got my memory back, alright? Cut me some slack.
Well, if he is, the 3 murders make sense then, don't they? Yeah, that's right. Murder. Kubota blew himself up, but that was murder too. So why did these murders take place?
If Junpei is correct, and the body in the shower room was Nijisaki's, that means all of the people who were murdered were involved with the creation of the Nonary project. Kubota, the person who conducted the actual experiments. Nijisaki, Hongo's assistant. Musashido, the man who financed the project.
You mean this was all just revenge? Santa is Zero. He's getting revenge for the death of his sister. That's why he killed them.
No, I don't think Santa actually murdered anyone. If I'm right, then it's not hard to figure out who the next victim's gonna be, is it? I'm pretty sure I don't have to tell you.
Yes.
Yep.
Right.
The
Absolutely.
next target will be Gentaro Hongo.
The person who planned the Nonary project.
In other words, Ace.
What?
We're out of time.
What the hell's going on here?
It must be 6 a.m. Our time is up.
Shit!
Come on, we need to get out of here.
How?
I'm betting this sucker opens the exit. Come on, let's go.
New material has been added to the file screen. Keycard 0. Keycard with a 0 in the middle of it. 0, 0. God damn it, Zero's just screwing with us, isn't he? File screen. Oh, was it the picture taken? An old picture. It was in the drawer of the desk of the small cluttered room. It's a picture of the 4 people who created the Nonary game. On the back it said the following. Praying for the success of the Nonary project with Nijisaki, Kubota, and Musashido. Yeah, okay. I'll probably be wrapping it up soon, but at least want to get us out of the room. Alright, let's just swipe this card. Junpei, look! It's unlocked! Yeah, now we can go back to the library. Hurry up, Junpei, we don't have time. Let's go! Alright, let's go! And the water comes rushing in! You found it! Yay!
Huh. I think the shaking stopped.
Achievement unlocked. Seek a way out again.
It would seem so, but we are yet to be out of danger.
You're right. Let's hurry.
This exit needs the Uranus card, too.
Let me just check the flow. Oh yeah, still got a long way to go.
Hey, Junpei.
Yeah, I know. All right, it's open. Let's go.
Away!
Okay, Neptune Key, let's see if you work. Yes! I think it unlocked.
Junpei, stop talking to keys.
It says incinerator. So this is the incinerator.
Dum bum bum.
This is the first time I've seen it from this side, but yeah, I think so.
Then there ought to be a lever near the door.
Yeah, right here.
Pull that and the door should open.
Got it. Let's go. What the hell is going on? What's wrong? Are you okay?
Jumpy, you came to get me.
Oh.
Of course I did. I made a promise.
I'm so glad you're here. So glad.
Hey, what happened to you?
I'm fine. I just fainted. I wasn't feeling very good. I'm feeling a lot better now, though.
Are you sure?
Yes. I just need to rest a little longer. I'm sure I'll be fine. You shouldn't worry about me.
You should worry about Santa. He looks like he's kind of bleeding from a gut wound.
Santa.
Or something.
Hey, where is it? Where's the gun? You hide it somewhere?
I don't have it. I got sucker punched and they took the gun.
What? Who took it?
What? Isn't that obvious?
I took the gun.
And he's back with Lotus.
Just what the hell do you think you're doing, Ace? Or maybe I ought to say Gentaro Hongo, CEO of Cradle Pharmaceuticals?
You have me at a disadvantage. And I don't like that.
Yeah.
You know me, but I don't know you. Do you have any idea how much I've suffered? Can you even begin to understand my pain?
The pain of prosopagnosia, right?
Another irritating insect. And how do you know that?
Good question.
No matter. If you don't want to answer, it makes no difference to me. This is a waste of time anyway. It's time for me to go. First is 1. Give me your hand. 8. And with this... 9.
The ninth man. Kubota's bracelet.
I believe I've won this game. I've had quite a time playing with you. I must thank Zero, I suppose.
Wait, what? Ace doesn't know who Zero is. What the hell are you planning, Santa?
Huh.
At any rate, this game ends now. I will escape, and the rest of you will have a slightly less pleasant ending.
Well, let's see. So, Snake is secretly Zero. Or not Snake, Santa. Santa's secretly 0, and Akane is actually 9. So they cancel out. You've got Snake for 2. Yeah, it works. Because we've got Snake for 2, 7, so they combine to 9. Then you've got Clover for 4, and me for 5. Also 9, 18, 9. It works. We can get out.
I suggest you enjoy your final moments. Goodbye. Wait! What? Why isn't it opening?
But the 9 bracelet would still work.
One more time.
Whee!
Now open! No! What is this? Why? That digital route should be 9! It has to be 9! Then why? Why isn't it opening?
Now!
Well, bam!
No! Ugh.
Oh, that was close. Too close. Thank you, Seven.
Don't mention it. Just one punch ain't enough for this piece of shit. After what he did 9 years ago, I ought to rip him to pieces. But if a suspect can't talk, they ain't much good. Once he's locked up in a cell, we're gonna have a little chat.
9 years ago? Then you must be...
Yeah, you finally figured it out, dumbass.
Ace, you killed Kubota, Nijisaki, and Musashido, didn't you?
Wait, Nijisaki?
Oh, right. You don't know yet. All right. We'll just go through them in order then. Let's start off with Kubota. You talked to Kubota and managed to convince him to go into door 5 alone. You killed him without making it look like you killed him. The way I figure it, you had 4 motives. 1. In the nonary game, the number 9 is dangerous. Whoever had the 9 bracelet could join whatever team they wanted. Adding 9 to any number doesn't change the digital route, which means that number 9 could do whatever they wanted. You wanted to remove that threat as soon as possible. 2. You wanted the number 9 bracelet for yourself, so that you could make use of its power. In fact, you did use it in the murder of Nijisaki. 3. Even if his number hadn't been 9, Kubota was a problem. He knew your past. He knew what had happened 9 years before. You needed to silence him before he told anyone. 4. But last, and perhaps the most disturbing, you used Kubota as a test. You wanted to know how serious this nonary game was. Was it truly life or death, or simply a harmless prank? You convinced him to break the rules so you could see what would happen. That was why you killed Kubota, but he was only the first.
Being a detective is easy when you've already been through it all once and heard their confession.
Next was Nijisaki. While everyone was off looking for the missing parts for the Reds, you ran into Nijisaki near the big hospital room. However, because of your prosopagnosia, you didn't realize he was Nijisaki. Chiefly because, when you met him, he was dressed like Snake. That was why you thought Nijisaki was Snake.
No, that's not... That was Nijisaki? Why? How did...
I'll get to that. Anyway, you thought he was Snake. Snake was one of the kids in your experiment 9 years ago. You remembered him because he was the blind kid, but his presence made you think. Snake was one of my subjects 9 years ago. He probably hates me.
He sounds so emo when he says it like that.
But if that's true, why isn't he saying anything? Is he keeping quiet because he can't see? Or perhaps he's working with Zero to get revenge on me. Whatever the reason, anyone who knows my past is a threat. Before he tries anything, I need to get rid of him. That was when you decided you had to kill him. The murder weapon was Kubota's bracelet. You just waved it over the Red. Verified your own number and then grabbed Nijisaki's arm and forced it over the scanner panel. Then, when the door opened, you kicked him in. 9 seconds later, the door closed. And then 81 seconds passed. And poor Nijisaki was dead.
And you mean to say... Snake is still alive?
Sorry to disappoint you, but I'm as good as new. Thank you for killing the wrong man, but I can't say I like knowing that you wanted me dead. Although, to be honest, even if you hadn't tried to kill me, I would still hate you very much.
Oh, that's not very nice.
Well, I wouldn't blame you.
Last but not least, let's talk about Musashido's death. When Clover and I were investigating the chart room, you came over to talk to me. Do you remember what you said?
Oh, a pocket watch. Might I take a look at it?
I handed it to you, and you left the room. You had been in charge of the Nonary project. Of course you would have known the solution to every puzzle.
To be honest, I hadn't considered that, but that makes perfect sense.
Which would mean that you also knew how to get out of the wheelhouse. All you had to do was place the watch in the indentation on the door to unlock it. With the door open, you could enter the captain's quarters. Musashido was there. Conveniently placed next to him was an axe that practically begged you to kill him with it. You picked up that axe and buried the blade deep in the other man's chest. One blow was all it took.
And conveniently managed to avoid getting any blood spatter on yourself. Well done.
And then you returned to the chart room as if nothing had happened.
There was something I wanted to speak with you about, Junpei. Could you come with me for a moment?
I had no reason to say no, so I followed you to the wheelhouse. When we stepped inside, remember how you slipped your hand into my vest? You pulled out a piece of paper, the one I used to cheat during the vote. But that wasn't really what you were after.
Oh?
Your true purpose had been to slip the watch into my pocket. It wasn't a very good plan. Had way too many holes, and someone saying the wrong thing could have brought it all down around you. You must have been desperate. But what made you willing to risk it all to do it? Ace, Musashido's murder is the only one I don't understand. You obviously did it. But why?
Why did he want to put the watch back in the pocket? Why didn't he just say, hey, here's the watch? Am I remembering that incorrectly? It's possible.
Because of this.
What's with the paper?
Just read it.
Let's see. Number 1. There are 2 ways you might survive this ordeal. The first is to win the Nonary game. The second is for you to confess your sins of 9 years past. I have prepared a camera in the captain's quarters. The images captured by that camera will be streamed through a satellite and distributed across the world. Simply look into the camera and repent. Once you have confessed everything, I will release you from this ship. To make your confession more credible, I have left you a witness in the captain's quarters. Perhaps he will confess with you. The decision is yours. Do as you please. Zero.
When I awoke in that room on D-Deck, I found that in my pocket. That was why I chose door 1 when we voted. If I went through that door, I knew I could get to the captain's quarter. As you said, I knew how to enter the wheelhouse. My plan was to find the pocket watch before anyone else. If I could, then my alibi would be set. At least, that was the plan. Unfortunately for me, you got to it first. That sleight of hand was the best I could manage on short notice.
You meant to kill him from the beginning then? Musashido, I mean.
I only knew Musashido was the witness after I reached the captain's quarters. I asked him, and he answered. He seemed groggy. Perhaps he had only just awoken from sedation. I suppose Nijisaki was in much the same state. He seemed confused and disoriented when I encountered him. But yes, you are correct. I intended to kill him from the beginning, even though I didn't know who he was. I proceeded to the captain's quarters in order to remove this so-called witness.
Ace, you figured it out, haven't you? You were being manipulated.
Yes, so it would seem. I was little more than a puppet, in many ways.
We're all puppets, really.
Everywhere I went, everything was already prepared. The Reds in the large hospital room were dismantled. Nijisaki was dressed like Snake. There was an axe in the captain's quarters. Musashido was delirious from the anesthetic, so he couldn't fight back. Nijisaki as well. In retrospect, I can't understand how I could have fallen into such a simple trap. But yes, this was a trap. It was Zero's trap. And I fell for it, hook, line, and sinker. I did everything he wanted me to do.
Yeah. By manipulating you, Zero was able to kill 3 people and keep the blood off his own hands.
Fairly smart if he can do it.
All of this was revenge for what happened 9 years ago. That's why this Nonary game happened. Am I right, Santa?
Huh? What the hell are you talking about? I don't know any...
Ain't no point trying to play dumb anymore, Santa. Actually, I guess I should call you Aoi Kurashiki, huh? My memory came back to me, kid. You're Aoi Kurashiki, no doubt about it. Never thought I'd be back in this room talking to you. But hey, I guess this was all part of your plan, right? After all, the person who planned the nonary game this time around was Zero. And Zero's you.
Looks like you really do have your memories back, huh? Well, I guess there's no point in hiding it then, huh? Yeah, you got me. I'm Aoi Kurashiki. I was one of the kids in the nonary game 9 years ago. I made it out. So did Snake over there. But there's one thing... No, I guess there's two things you got wrong. Number one, I ain't Zero.
What?
Wait, what?
Sure, I was helping Zero out, but I'm really more of an assistant, like a secretary.
Flip it around and June Zero?
But an assistant's only an assistant. I didn't come up with all this. All I did was follow Zero's orders.
Then, if you're not Zero, who is?
Calm down there, Junpei. Didn't I say two things? You made one more mistake. Junpei, you just said all of this was revenge for what happened 9 years ago. That's why this nonary game happened. But that's not it. Revenge isn't the only purpose. There's another reason you guys were playing the nonary game. To save someone.
Save someone?
Right. You were brought here to help my sister. To save Akane.
What the hell are you talking about? Akane Kurashiki died 9 years ago in this room. I was there. I saw... What? What the hell? Where is she? Where's Akane Kurashiki? Ugh! Oh, my head! My head, it feels like it's gonna pop.
Seven! What the hell is going on?
I don't know, I just... Oh! I swear to God, my head feels like it's about to explode!
What was the Nonary Project? I'm sure you know already, but I'll tell you one more time. It was a project designed to test a particular phenomenon. And what was that phenomenon? For two organisms to communicate with one another in the absence of physical contact. The morphogenetic field theory. Could human beings use these invisible fields to exchange information? That was what this experiment was conducted to determine. There were two separate locations. One was the Gigantic, and the other was a building in Nevada called Building Q. The 9 children trapped in Building Q were faced with numerous puzzles, copies of identical ones on the Gigantic. They were told to send their answers into the morphic field set and transmit them to their brothers and sisters on the Gigantic. The transmitters were put in Building Q, and the receivers were put on the Gigantic. Each sibling pair was supposed to be split up, but there was a mistake.
Yeah.
Akane was a transmitter. She should have been in Building Q. However, for some reason, she was placed on the Gigantic with the receivers, like me. Perhaps she was mistaken for someone who was supposed to be in Group A. Whatever the case, Akane ended up on the Gigantic. I think I've told you enough. You get it, don't you? I'm pretty sure you know where this is going, Junpei.
I'm guessing where they're going to lead is since she's a transmitter, and she was placed in imminent danger, and there was therefore a receiver in Building Q. She managed to transmit herself to that receiver and essentially take them over, and it would be okay because they actually looked the same, so, well, enough to cause that confusion in the sorting, so she actually just kind of overwrote the other person's mind and made that body her own.
Where what is going?
Don't play dumb. You know things you shouldn't. Things you couldn't. How did you know Ace had prosopagnosia? How did you know why Ace wanted to kill Kubota and how Nichisaki was killed? Were you surprised when you found out Ace was Hongo? And what about the coffin Snake was trapped in? How the hell did you open it?
Well, that's...
He knew because I knew. Junpei was receiving information that I sent to him through the morphic field set. It's simple, really. How do I know the alternate futures, then? Imagine a river that splits in two, like an upside-down Y. The river flows from the top to the bottom, from a single stream into two branches. It only flows in one direction. It can never flow backward. Information is the same way. It moves from the past to the future, but never flows backward. That's why people at the river's source in the past will never know about those downstream in the future. But the people downstream will never know about one another either. Information only flows along the path of the river. But I am different. I can manipulate the morphic field set to pluck knowledge from the future. I know what happens on either fork of the river, even though the people on either fork know nothing about one another. Now, who am I? I am I, the 9th letter of the alphabet. I like it. But I am also 0. No, that's not true. I'm not really 0. Not yet. Perhaps you could say I am less than 0. 0 is my future. In 9 years, I will be 0. Where did she go? June. No, Akane. Where did you go?
Santa!
Wise Clover. Oh shit.
Freeze.
Santa's got the gun. Guess he picked it up when we weren't watching. Looks like he's turned the tables on Ace, though. Wonder how he likes having a gun to his head.
Get up.
Sure isn't about to take that gun off of him for a minute, is he? Ace isn't putting up any kind of fight. I mean, I don't think I would either, but he just looks drained. I guess he's going for the door, huh? He doesn't need to verify to go through that door, but...
Hey, what's your plan, Santa? What are you doing?
He can't get through any numbered doors with just 2 people. What the hell is he thinking?
Didn't I tell you? I'm Santa Claus. It's time for me to go make a wish come true.
That's it? That's all he's gonna give us? What the hell does that even mean? Shit, they're out. And now the gate's shut. Looks like the rest of us are stuck in here. They're all looking at me. At least Seven's headache is gone. He seems to be alright. Well, I guess there's no harm in trying. Let's see if this door still opens.
Damn. Well, it looks like this door isn't opening anytime soon.
Oh, you mean we're trapped?
So it would seem.
What the hell is Santa trying to do?
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh, what?
Have you considered where we are? There can really only be one thing Santa would do now.
No. No, you can't be serious.
Oh, but he is. Shit, we've got to do something. Maybe we can still get out through the door 9. There's the red. Yeah, alright, we can do this. I just gotta... No, it's not gonna work. There's no way. The 5 of us can't open this door. 2 plus 4 plus 5 plus 7 plus 8 becomes 26. 2 plus 6 equals 8. Is there any combination that will work?
Junpei, can I borrow your pen and notebook?
Sure, why not? I don't think I'm going to need them. Ever again. Well, she certainly looks purposeful. Looks like she's writing equations. A lot of them. Huh? Aw, man, she doesn't look very happy. What? Hey, no need to be ripping pages out like that. Jeez.
What the hell are you doing, Clover? Give me that!
Alright, at least 7 got it away from her. Maybe now I can get a look at what she was writing. Let's see.
What? And there's no other way?
2 plus 4 plus 5 plus 7. No Lotus. Lotus. Looks like she'd figured it out, though. Man, this is just too cruel.
It's okay. Go.
Lotus.
Come on, you know we can't do that.
Oh, don't give me that. I'm sure you'd love to get rid of me.
God damn it, you idiot!
Whoa, where the hell did that come from? Looks like she expected that about as much as I did.
Without... if you're not... Look, it'd be bad, alright?
For a cop, he sure doesn't have much confidence.
Bad?
Yeah.
Aw, they like each other.
If there weren't assholes like you around, I'd be out of a job.
Uh-huh.
Look, I'm just not leaving you behind, all right? End of story.
7.
He's right. I'm not leaving you either.
Me too.
You didn't honestly think I'd abandon you, did you?
You're all idiots.
Act as tough as you want, Lotus. We can all see you're about to cry.
That being said, however, I doubt we would be able to open the door anyway, even if we were to leave Lotus behind.
Huh? Why?
I trust you remember what happened to Ace? I couldn't, see exactly what happened, but I was able to guess what he was attempting to do earlier at the Red.
Oh, yeah.
No! What is this?
Wait a minute.
Why?
We can prove. She does have pants! Oh, it's a miracle!
The digital root should be 9! It has to be 9! Then why? Why isn't it opening?
Just to see, why don't we give it a shot?
Give it a shot.
Yes, that is what I said.
2 plus 4 plus 5 plus 7 equals 18. 1 plus 8 equals 9.
You were right.
It ain't opening.
But it did open 9 years ago. The digital root was 9 then, I'm sure of it.
You think maybe they changed the settings?
Perhaps.
Shit. If we can't get through the door, we can't get out. The walls are way too high. There's no way in hell we'd get into that hole 7 popped out of 9 years ago. All we can do is stand here and stare at this door with a 9 on it. I guess this is it. This is the end. I was watching Akane Vision. I had watched everything that was reflected in his eyes. I was listening. Every sound that vibrated in his eardrums I heard. Smell, taste, touch. I felt everything he felt. I knew everything about him. What he was thinking, what he was feeling, what he was sensing. All of his feelings and worries and fears became mine. My mind, my consciousness was inside of him. Through the morphic field set we were resonant, and we were as one. I was him, and at the same time I was an observer. It started with a tremendous noise like a clap of thunder. That was approximately 9 hours ago. A bomb had gone off on the ship we were on. That was when my resonance with him began. My resonant event melted into him and we became one. Instead of Junpei, somehow I found myself in Junpei's mind, 9 years in the future. But I didn't lose myself. I was living in 2 realities at once. One was the present and the other was the future. Perhaps you can think of it as 2 movies showing on the same screen at the same time. Eventually, it becomes difficult to separate them and determine which movie is which. However, if I concentrated, I was able to focus on one or the other. That was why I was able to grasp what was happening in front of me.
Come on, over here!
You look like Lotus. And then, yeah, there's Snake, and I don't think we know any of the others. That was my brother Aoi. He was yelling. I followed him. Around me were 7 other children. They all looked like they were about my age.
Come on, hurry up!
We ran down a long straight hallway and burst into the large hospital room. Everyone was arguing. 2 of the boys got in a fist fight. A girl watching them began to cry. I want to go home, she cried. I want to go home. Another girl slapped the crying girl and glared down at her. It had been 2 hours since the nonary game began. We were starting to fall apart. Just when all hope seemed lost, Lights started talking. He was blind. 9 years later, we would call him Snake.
Hello? Everyone? Could you come over here for a moment?
He was older than most of us, and his voice had authority and dignity. The fights died down, and we gathered around him.
I have a little sister. She is very important to me. Right now, she is over in Building Q, and is desperately trying to send information over to me. Her name is Clover, and today is her 9th birthday.
Her name is really Clover? As he spoke, he pulled something from his pocket. In his hand were 9 4-leaf clovers.
I was going to give these to her as a birthday present. I was outside picking them when I was abducted. I'm sure I've already told you, but I am blind. For a man who can't see, collecting 9 of a very specific plant is... well, it is difficult. But my sister means a great deal to me. And I hope that these would show her how much I cared for her. Since it's her 9th birthday, I thought 9 4-leaf clovers would be appropriate. Every one of you has a brother or a sister in Building Q with Clover. For their sake, we have to survive. We have to get off this ship. Do you understand? If we're going to do that, there are 3 things you have to remember. We need trust and love, and we have to have faith in one another. If we can take all 3 of those to heart, then I promise that good luck will come our way.
Oh, there's the clover words.
Did you know that the leaves on the 4-leaf clover mean faith, trust, love, and luck? Those words are leaf words. So if you believe what I've told you, and you understand, then I want you each to have one of these. They're a promise between friends.
He gave a clover to each of us. I took one too. Eventually he was left with only a single 4-leaf clover. He had one last thing to say.
Now, don't ever forget. So long as you have that, we will always be connected. Do you understand?
When he finished, the tension of only a few minutes before was gone. We were calm. After that, we ran around the ship for a while longer, and opened several of the numbered doors until we finally found a door with the number 9 on it. In fact, there were 2 doors with 9 on them, and we found them in the chapel. We split into 2 groups and walked through the doors. Before long, we all found ourselves in a room with a ceiling that looked like an upside-down funnel. For some reason, this room had another number 9, but this time it was the only one. But if there was only one door, that meant only 5 people could escape.
What are we gonna do? There aren't any other doors!
We began to panic. Then, as if things had not gotten bad enough already,
Warning. Warning. Emergency incineration command has been acknowledged. Automatic incineration will take place in 18 minutes. Please evacuate the incinerator immediately. Repeat. Emergency incineration command has been acknowledged.
What? What's happening? What did that thing say? That didn't sound good.
yeah, no crap. My brother Aroy swallowed hard and answered,
I think it means this room is gonna burn.
Burn!
Burn!
The plaque on the door says incinerator, and that voice said that the incineration is about to start. And incinerate means to burn.
No! Help me!
Abject terror filled the room as everyone began to scream and cry. Every pair of eyes were filled with despair. Then, sup! High up on the wall, a door opened and a man appeared. He was a huge, frightening mountain of a man, as large as a bear. 9 years later, we would call him 7.
Don't worry, kids. I'm not your enemy. I'm one of the good guys. I'm a detective. I'm here to rescue you.
The rest happened just like 7 had said it did. Oh good, I was afraid they'd go through the whole thing. The 4 of us who stayed behind were saved by 7. We crawled through the vent, away from the incinerator, and slid down into the hall. We came out on the other side of door 9. On the wall opposite the door was a set of double doors. We went through those and began to run up the spiral stairs. As we ran, I led the way. Behind me were Nona, my brother Aoi, Snake, and 7. See? Told you. Nona. The other children, the ones who'd gone through door 9 before us, were up ahead. I could hear them cheering each other on. We ran and ran and ran. We leapt across as many stairs as we could and kept running. The stair spiraled upward like a tornado. Eventually I pulled ahead of the rest. Perhaps Nona had slowed them down. I didn't want to lose them, so I slowed down as well. I didn't stop, but I glanced over my shoulder from time to time to see if they had caught up. That was when I realized.
Oh no, where is it? Did I drop Jumpy's present?
I knew I'd had it with me when we passed through the vent. Then, had I dropped it as we slid out? I had to go back. I had to. But I knew I couldn't tell the others. They would stop me, I was sure of that. I didn't stop to think, I simply moved. I ran to the central hall, the room that connected to all the other areas of the ship. I hid in the shadows, and moments later I felt a rush of wind as they ran past me, up the staircase. I waited until they were out of sight, and then I ran. Now was my chance to be an idiot. I moved as quietly as I could, down and down and down. Finally I reached the bottom deck. I ran into the hallway and looked around frantically.
There it is!
It was just where I'd thought it would be, sitting under the opening of the vent. I ran over and snatched it from the floor, but as I ran back towards the stairs in freedom, the door to the incinerator opened, and a man stepped out. It was Hongo. Gentaru Hongo. 9 years later, we would call him Ace.
Ah, how wonderful to see you decided to come back.
His smile made my blood run cold. It looked mechanical, as if someone had simply pulled up the corners of his mouth.
Come with me. We must continue the experiment.
I shook my head, eyes wide. Slowly I began to walk backwards. 1 step, 2 steps, 3 steps. Then I spun around and broke into a run. I felt Hongo's hand close over my left wrist.
I said, come with me.
There was an edge of insanity to his voice now. I pulled as hard as I could.
No! Stop! Let go of me! Let go!
I shook my body and flailed my arms, trying desperately to get Hongo to let go of me. But I was still only a child. I was no match for a man like Hongo.
Stop struggling, goddammit! Do as I tell you!
He heaved on my arm, trying to pull me into the incinerator. I screamed.
Help me! Somebody help me!
Then suddenly,
Akane!
the door to the stairs flew open, and my brother Aoi burst out of it. Behind him came Seven and Snake.
Akane!
He cried my name again as he leapt toward Hongo.
You came back!
I cried out. But then,
You're too late, idiot!
Hongo threw his full weight against my arm, pulling us both into the incinerator. The force of it threw me to the floor. I scrambled to my feet and looked toward the open number 9 door. Hongo stood between it and me, but behind him I could see my brother, his fist clenched. But those fists never reached Hongo. With the cold, heartless screech of metal on metal, the door slammed shut. Hongo glanced at me mechanically, his face registering that there was an object there, but not anything he would consider a human being. Then he turned away and walked to the red that sat next to the door. He reached into his pocket and removed 2 bracelets. He waved them both over the scanner panel. 2 asterisks appeared on the red. He checked the screen, then tossed the bracelets carelessly onto the floor. What was he doing? What was the point? He made no effort to explain himself, of course. He said nothing at all, and walked past me as though I were nothing more than a rock by the roadside. A few moments later, the 2 other doors slid shut as well. Faintly, I could hear someone pounding on the door behind me. I turned around and ran towards the door with the 9.
Akane! Akane! Are you okay?
I could hear a voice from the other side of the door. A worried, frightened voice.
Help me!
My throat was already raw, but I screamed as loud as I could. My voice echoed lonely around the empty room.
What should I do? I think I'm trapped in here.
Where's Hongo?
He went out the other door.
What?
Then it started again.
Warning. Warning. Emergency incineration command has been acknowledged. Incineration will begin in
Junpei vision!
18 minutes. Please evacuate the incinerator immediately.
Holy shit! Man, I knew what it was gonna say, but that is one hell of a creepy voice.
I knew it.
It's starting.
Santa started the incinerator.
Fuck! Man, I never thought I'd hear that damn voice again after 9 years.
What the hell? What the hell? What in God's name are you talking about? It's 9 years this and 9 years that, and when it's not 9 years something, then you're talking about some sort of fucking experiments. You aren't making any sense.
And the crotch ninja is here with us.
I'm sorry, Lotus, but we really don't have time to explain it right now. I promise. I'll tell you everything once we get out of here.
But...
Incineration will begin in 17 minutes.
You know what that means, right? Incinerate means burn.
what kind of idiot do you think I am? I know what incinerate means.
Well...
God damn it! Okay, fine. I won't ask anything else. Talk about whatever you want. But you have to do something for me. 7, figure this out.
What? Why me?
Just shut up and stop this thing.
How the hell?
There has to be some sort of emergency shut-off button.
There isn't anything like that.
How the hell do you know?
Because I looked for it 9 years ago.
But you were blind then, too. Yeah, Lotus isn't happy about that. Can't really blame her. Wait. The floor, it's moving. What else can I say about it but...
What the hell is that?
Yeah, it's a fairly good answer. Or a fairly good question.
What is that? What is that?
What else could I say? The floor opened and a machine rose up out of it. It looked like a computer. At least it kind of did. There was a monitor, a keyboard, and a cross-shaped device of some kind. Something about the machine scared me, but I forced myself to walk up to it. I was terrified. Tears poured down my face. I wiped them off even as more took their place, and forced myself forward. Finally, I reached it. I looked at the screen. It was blank. All I saw was my own frightened face staring back at me from the glass, drenched in tears. All I can see on the screen is a reflection of my own face. I'm looking kind of freaked out. I know I'm sweating like crazy, but seeing it kind of drives it home. Okay, Junpei, just calm down, alright? Everything's gonna be okay. Gah! Man, I wish that thing would just shut up.
Incineration will begin in 15 minutes.
Alright, back to this thing. If it's only showing up now, then it's gotta be important. But what the hell am I supposed to do with it?
Hey, move!
Gah! Hey, we're all tense, lady. That doesn't mean you get to shove people around.
It's turned on. There's nothing on the screen, though. Oh, this is bad. This is really bad. If there's nothing on here, how are we supposed to do anything with it?
Sure, I'll just push buttons. I'm sure that'll... Huh, well, at least it's on there now. Or at least it's on now. What's on the screen, though?
What is this?
What's up?
It looks like some sort of puzzle.
It's got a bunch of numbers and letters scattered across a 5x5 grid. The numbers range from 1 to 8.
Do you think that if we solve this puzzle...
the incinerator will stop? Yeah. Well, we can hope, right?
Alright, puzzle, how do you work? Ah, man, that goddamn voice again.
Incineration will begin in 13 minutes.
Shit, 13 minutes. Can we really do this? My heart feels like it's gonna pop. My heart was pounding like it was about to explode. I stared at the puzzle on the screen. I was sure I had to solve it somehow, but I had no idea how. My connection to Jumpy had been gone for a while. His mind was gone. I couldn't get any more information from him. I felt the seconds tick by as I stared at the screen, completely lost. My cheeks felt hot as tears poured over them. Then I heard a voice.
Hey, what are you doing?
It was muffled. I turned around. Pressed against the window in the entry door was a face, a frightening, evil face. Yeah, it was Hongo. How long had he been watching me?
Don't know what to do?
He was yelling, but his voice was still muffled.
Simple, really. But I suppose I might as well tell you. Just solve the puzzle on that machine.
He's a little crazy. His laughter was muffled by the door, but it still tore at my heart like the claws of a vicious monster. I bit my lip and glared at Hongo, struggling to hold back hot tears.
You're a terrible person! I hate you!
Oh my! How could you call a gentleman such as myself a terrible person? That's not very nice. I'm quite fair. I don't use tricks or play dirty. You see? I've even left you a way out.
A way out?
Didn't you hear me? All you have to do is solve that puzzle. Do that, and you can stop the incinerator.
What's the point of stopping it? You'll only capture me and make me do this all again. I'm not going to listen to you. If you're just going to throw me back in here, I might as well just die now.
My goodness, haven't you listened to anything I've said? I told you, I'm a fair man.
Huh?
If you solve the puzzle, the verification function of the red will in turn activate. If this experiment is to deliver valid results, there must be a chance of success. If you succeed, you will escape.
The verification function of the red?
Then I remembered. Before Hongo left the room, he had scanned 2 bracelets into the red.
Ah, so you do remember. Right now there are 2 numbers in the red. The first is 1, and the second is 3. Say, Akane, what's your number?
I looked down at my left hand. The face on my bracelet showed a 5. Like Jumpy's! 1 plus 3 plus 5 equals 9. I ran to the door with the 9 on it. I grabbed the red and put my hand against the scanner panel. Bam, bam.
You really aren't one for listening, are you?
Fair. I heard Hongo's muffled voice. I hear Hongo's muffled voiced from across the room. Okay, I didn't misread it the first time.
I've already told you, didn't I? Once you solve the puzzle, the verification function of the red will activate. In other words, if you haven't solved the puzzle, you can't enter your number. What kind of fool are you?
Why are you doing this?
You could never understand. You don't know what it's like to spend every day surrounded by monkeys.
Huh.
Now start the experiment. Solve the puzzle.
I can't! I don't know how!
Of course you don't. Isn't that the point? You understand, don't you? Access the morphogenetic field and find the solution.
I can't!
Then you'll die. You'll burn alive. It's gonna be quite hot in there in a few minutes. I imagine it will be very painful.
Okay, props for the evil laugh. That was a good evil laugh. His horrible laugh echoed across the room, and even after his face disappeared from the window, I could hear it.
Incineration will begin in 10 minutes.
I was crying, great gulping sobs broken by hiccups that shook my body. I was terrified. I could feel my fear pressing down on me like a tremendous weight. Somehow I forced my shaking legs to carry me back to the device. I stared at the monitor.
I can't. I just can't. There's no way. I can't figure this out.
What was I going to do? I didn't know. I didn't even know where to start. Fear scattered my thoughts, and all I could think of was how I was going to die. My palms were sweating, and my blood was boiling in my veins. It was hot, so hot. I couldn't breathe. I felt dizzy. My heart roared in my chest as if it would pound itself to pieces. I reached into my pocket. I wrapped my hand around the thing I'd come back to get. The doll Jumpy had given me. At least I had that. I held it tight with both hands and prayed.
Help me! Jumpy! Help me! Help me! Help me! Jumpy! 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 Please! Help me! Jumpy!
Phew.
Akane?
Akane?
Who the hell is Akane?
Shut up! Just shut the hell up!
Seven and Lotus don't understand. I think Clover and Snake have an idea, though. Clover's looking at me. And I think Snake may have figured it out. No, it doesn't matter. They're in my way. Where'd she go? Maybe over here?
Akane! Akane! Can you hear me? Akane! Say something!
Fuck! Did something break our connection? I swear I just heard her.
Akane!
Shit.
Answer me! Akane!
Jumpy?
I spun around. I heard a voice. His voice. I looked around. He wasn't in the room, of course, but I'd heard it so clearly, like he was right there. I screamed as loud as I could.
Akane!
Jumpy!
Okay, the flash is just... It's kind of ruining the moment here. That's her. She's there. Then that means...
Akane! Akane!
Are you in an incinerator right now?
Yes, I am! How did you know?
I couldn't believe that he knew that. Now I understand what Santa meant.
There's only one way to help her. You were brought here to help my sister. To save Akane.
I think I get it now.
Incineration will begin in 7 minutes.
Jumpy, we don't have time!
As quickly as I could, I told him that I had to solve a puzzle in order to stop the incinerator.
Got it!
And I do. I get everything now. At last, I finally understand what all of this means. I know why the nonary game was held today. I know why we were kidnapped and brought here. It was all for this moment. All of this was planned out to lead to this one moment. Oh my god. This is insane. I can't believe it, but there's only one possible answer. June is... Zero is... Akane Kurashiki. She recreated the history of the future that she had a glimpse of 9 years ago. She tried to save herself that way 9 years ago. No, she's trying to save herself right now. That means that there's only one thing for me to do. Even if this is all some sort of insane plan, I will save her. I will save Akane Kurashiki. I must save her, no matter what.
Incineration will begin in 6 minutes.
Would you guys like to perhaps start working on the puzzle? The voice reminded me of how much time I had left.
Yeah, I know. Just hang on, alright? I promise I'll get you out of there. I'm not gonna let you die. I promise. So don't worry, alright? Just give me a few minutes, okay?
Okay.
My voice shook as I answered. I was hot in the room. Or it was hot in the room. It felt like my heart was on fire. I was hot in the room. No. 6 minutes or not, my heart burned with my feelings for him. Alright, time to get to work, Junpei. Is Snake talking to them about something? Whatever, it doesn't matter. Get out of my way.
Hey, what are you...
Just trust me, okay?
Sorry, Lotus, I didn't mean to snap, but there's a lot more at stake here than your pride. I'll apologize later, alright? Now, let's have a look at this thing. We've got numbers all over this grid. I think the panels are out of order. So I just need to switch these out? Staring at it isn't going to accomplish anything. I'll just have to try it.
Just think of what I did all those times before. I'm gonna do this on my own, with my own mind. I'm gonna solve this problem.
Seek a way out. And while I can't save it. Oh man, I was gonna pause the instant I could start working on this, but apparently it's not gonna let me. All right, so you got the ones with the X, so the one has to be there. We've got P S S A. Hold on. P A S S W O R D. Okay. So if this is password, then we switch 1 with the P and S with the 3, then the 5 with the W, R with the 7. Oh, that was easy. Please enter password. Oh. What would be the password? 0? Kane? Password? I'm inputting a password now then? Are there any hints? What the hell am I supposed to put in here? Okay, so there's definitely 8 letters. Password, digital roots of the letters? Sure, we'll go with it. So I'm going to try to do this faster so you don't get to hear me count out everything again. But first, I need to set that up. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. A, B, C, D, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, U, V, W, X, Y, Z. Alright, I've put out numbers 1 to 26. Letters A through Z. Okay, so P is 16, so that would be digital root of 7. A is 1. S is 19. 1 plus 9 is 10. Oh, hey, I guess there was another way to get to digital root of 1. Right? 1 plus 9, 10, 1, yes, okay. So 1, 1. W, 23, so that becomes a 5. O is 15, that becomes a 6. R is 18, that becomes a 9. D, 4. The screen appeared after I solved the last puzzle. Maybe the hint was in that one? But I can't go back and look at that one. I can't go back and look. I mean, we need to get Akane to look. Yeah, I can't remember. Other option we have is if we go the hexadecimal route, in which case everything gets shifted. A is 10, which becomes... or no. P becomes 15, which is 6. A becomes... oh wait, it's not 15. It's... yeah, okay, so it's actually 20... P becomes 25, which is actually 7. 7... wait, does it come out the same? 25 becomes 7. A becomes 10, which is 1. S becomes... yeah, it comes out the same. That's the answer. I need to see Akane. I can't go back to look. The puzzle. The answer ended up being password, and after it was an extra space. The 9th square. Maybe that's the password? Wait. See, the 9th square? I didn't even look at the 9th square. I tried that. I need to go back and look at the other puzzle. The puzzle. I solved it by making the hint squares all 9. So the hidden number should be 9 as well. That means... the number after password on the puzzle screen is 9. And the password this thing's asking me for, I should input... is it just 9? Oh my god! 2 plus 4 plus 5 is...
yes!
Okay.
That's it!
Sure. I wish I'd been able to see that longer.
Akane! Did you get it?
Yes, I did! I solved it! I mean, really, you solved it for me, but I copied everything you did!
Would have been so much easier if I could have seen, like, the other screen.
Now I just have to press enter!
Then what the hell are you waiting for? Push it!
Okay, I will!
I hit the enter key.
Emergency shutdown command has been confirmed. Incineration system has been disabled.
Jumpy! It worked! It worked! The incinerator shut down! It worked!
Tears rolled down my face as I cried out to him, but they were a very different sort of tears. A wonderful feeling of accomplishment and relief flooded my body. At the same time, what strength I'd had left disappeared, and I collapsed to the floor. For a while I just lay there, laughing and crying, and enjoying being alive. Every time I thought about him, I thought my heart would burst.
Whew.
I can't quite believe I did that, but I'm so glad. So glad. I feel like my heart's on fire. No, I don't have time to be thinking about that kind of shit. I need to tell Akane.
Akane! Sorry, but things are kind of busy over here. I'm gonna have to hang up now, okay?
It's like a phone.
Oh, of course, that's fine.
I wiped the tears from my eyes and nodded vigorously, even though I knew he couldn't see me. Then I looked over at the corner of the floor. There were the 2 bracelets Hongo had left behind.
Now.
Well, Seven and Lotus don't look particularly happy with me. Not a very nice look to give someone who just saved your lives, guys.
Junpei, are you...
Okay?
Shut it.
Right. Okay, so maybe they have a reason to be pissed off. So what if I haven't pressed the enter key yet? Alright, nothing holding me back now. Here goes. Wait.
Incineration will begin in 90 seconds.
It doesn't sound like it's stopping.
What the shit? Why isn't it stopping?
Okay, maybe I didn't hit the key hard enough. Just hit it again! And again! And again! Okay, that's not working either. The alarm's still going off. What the hell is going on? I've got all the right numbers in the right boxes. It's perfect. So why the fuck isn't this thing stopping?
Incineration will begin in 60 seconds.
Wait, of course. Okay. That's what the numbers that showed up after the puzzle mean. 2 plus 4 plus 5 plus 7 plus 8. Which is convenient, because that's the people that are in the room. So that'd be 15, 17, 26. So 2 plus 4 plus 5 plus 7 plus 8. Snake, Clover, me, 7, and Lotus. Then, door 9. No, that's it. That number on the door isn't a 9. It's not even a number.
It is hidden, but an exit can be found. Seek a way out. Seek a door that...
Holy shit, of course. Then we just have to put the right number into the red and...
Incineration will begin in 30 seconds.
Run, guys! Get to the door! Run!
Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. Don't have much time. Man, I sure hope they can just trust me on this one or we are all fucked. Alright, no time to explain.
Quick,
just go.
Verify your numbers on the red.
Verify?
Who?
What combination?
All of us! We all need to verify!
Why?
You really think this is a good time to ask questions? Just do it!
Hurry, 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 hurry!
Incineration will begin in 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Central gate has been opened. Incineration system has been disabled.
Oh, thank fucking Christ. No, no time to be happy. Time to go.
Hurry! We've only got 9 seconds before the door closes. Go, go, go!
Come on, guys, move it. Okay, they're all through. Move it, Junpei. Just in time. And there goes the door. No, don't calm down yet. You're not done. We've still got to find the dead.
Shit.
Oh, Seven, you're not panting?
Looks like we made it, huh?
Man, that guy sure can laugh when he wants to. Looks like Clover and Lotus are totally out of energy. Snake is shaking his head warily. I just want to take a nap.
Akane? Akane! Can you hear me? Akane!
I want to tell her we made it. I want to tell her how good I feel. But nothing. The door opened. Standing in front of it was my brother.
Akane!
Oi!
I cried his name even though my voice was almost gone from screaming and leapt into his arms.
Oh, oi!
Ugh. I gotta check the flow. I'm so near the end. But this recording has gone on for over 2.5 hours. Yeah, I'm gonna call it here, folks. I know I'm probably really close, possibly to the actual true final end, which would suck because we still have an ending that we haven't discovered yet. But I am tired. It is in fact midnight here at the moment, and I have to get up for work in the morning. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and call it here. Whew, that was a rush. And apparently morphogenetic fields are a thing. Good to know. So, feel free to like and subscribe. Mention in the comments anything that might be useful for me making better videos in the future. I'll stop poking Santa in the eye now. And, oh yes, please, nothing in the no spoilers. If you do want to put anything spoilerific, use ROT13, it'll be in the description. And in the meantime, I will continue to try to pump these out at about 1 a week. Work is continuing to be a bit of a pain, but I do my best, and hopefully this doesn't take an incredibly long time to edit. We shall see though. So, until next time, Daedon out.